Icy cold weather, stunning fjords, and rich wildlife are undoubtedly the best way to describe Norway. But there's a lot more to this Scandinavian nation than just beautiful sceneries. Norway has invented, discovered, and shaped more things and ideas than you may realize. In this video, we'll be looking into 10 of the most amazing inventions from our Nordic nation, Norway. Number 1. Aerosol Spray Can. Even though the concept of aerosol existed since 1790, it was in 1927 that the first patent of a practical aerosol spray was granted to a Norwegian chemical engineer, Erik Rodheim, in Oslo. Aerosol sprays are basically a dispensing system, which ejects out some liquid from a pressurized container. The pressure within the container is created by compressed gas. The liquid within the container can be liquid soap, alcohol, paint, insect repellent, etc., based on the used case. Number 2. Cheese Slicer. Osthovel is a very popular cheese slicer invented by Norwegian inventor and businessman Thor Bjorklund. Bjorklund was a trained carpenter who used to make wooden cabinets and art structures. In 1925, he was experimenting in his workshop, hoping to create a kitchen utensil to pull cheese slices. At the end he was successful when on February 27, 1925 he patented the first model of a cheese slicer. In 1927 he started the firm Thor Bjorklund & Sonner, which still produces cheese slicers in Lillehammer, Norway. Even today, these type of cheese slicers are very popular in whole Europe, especially in the Nordic nations. Number 3. Salmon Sushi. I bet this one is surprising. Sushi in Norway? Salmon sushi is one of the most loved and common sushi known around the world. From Japan's perspective, salmon sushi is as strange as the salmon itself, which is a saltwater fish but lives in fresh water. So, how did salmon sushi happen? In 1970s, Norway was one of the biggest exporters of seafood around the world. Salmon, being a very common fish in North America and Nordics, helped Norway to expand itself in the salmon market. On the other hand, Japan was the biggest consumer of fish, and Norway always wanted to expand to Japanese market. Norway had a lot of salmon and Japanese wanted fishes to eat, but the only problem was that Japanese don't eat salmon. So, to fix this, Bjorn Eirik Olsen launched Project Salmon. He partnered with various sushi chefs in Japan to make salmon sushi popular, and the rest is history. Today, no matter where you are, salmon sushi is found in every Japanese restaurant's menu. Number 4. Slalom. Slalom is an alpine skiing and alpine snowboarding sport, involving skiing between poles or gates. Internationally, the sport is contested at the FIS Alpine World Ski Championships and at the Olympic Winter Games. The term slalom comes from the Morgedal or Seljord dialect of Norwegian word, slalom, where sla means slightly inclining hillside, and lam means track after skis. The sport itself seems to have originated in late 1700s, when Norwegian military used the slalom technique to ski downhill without falling off. Because of the danger involved, the sport was banned for a few years and remained restricted only in alpine regions of Norway, but presently, it is a very popular winter sport. Number 5. Paperclips. The invention of paperclips is actually full of controversies. Even though the first design patent for paperclip was awarded in 1867 to U.S. inventor Samuel B. Fay, there was another inventor in Norway, Johan Vaaler, who was also awarded the patent for paperclip in 1901 in U.S. and Germany. Vaaler's design was inferior, and his paperclips were never manufactured or marketed. When Vaaler came to know about an already existing better paperclip design in U.S., he was shocked. He claimed that he never knew of Samuel Fay's paperclips, as they never existed in Norway. Long after Vaaler's death, his countrymen created a national myth based on the false assumption that the paperclip was invented by an unrecognized Norwegian genius. Norwegian dictionaries since the 1950s have mentioned Vaaler as the inventor of the paperclip, and that myth later found its way into international dictionaries and much of the international literature on paperclips. Number 6. Trip Trap. Trip Trap is probably one of the best examples of Scandinavian design proofs. Trip Trap is an award-winning chair designed specifically for growing children. Its ingenious design had revolutionized the children chair segment back in 1972 when it was first launched. A simple, effective, and yet great functionally allowed the height and width of the chair to grow with the child. The chair has adjustable footplates which allowed adjusting the size of the chair to ensure comfort and ergonomic seating position for children of all age. The chair was designed and manufactured by Stock, which is a furniture company situated on the west coast of Norway. The company is known to produce furniture designed especially for children like high chair, stroller, baby carrier, home textiles and nursery products. Number 7. Birkeland Aid Process. The whole humanity should thank Norway for this 7th invention on our list, Birkeland Aid Process. The Birkeland Aid Process was one of the first industrial processes in the nitrogen-based fertilizer production. It helped in massive food production immensely because of the higher yield generated by nitrogen-based fertilizers compared to traditional organic fertilizers. The process itself is a multi-step nitrogen fixation reaction that uses electrical arcs to react atmospheric nitrogen with oxygen, ultimately producing nitric acid with water. The resultant nitric acid was then used as a source of nitrate for further reactions to produce fertilizers. The process was developed by Norwegian industrialist and scientist Christian Birkeland along with his business partner, Sam Aid, in 1903. Birkeland Aid process was inefficient with respect to energy usage and later was replaced by much efficient Haber and Ostwald processes. Number 8. World's first object-oriented programming language. Computers are the hidden machine which run our world, but are not understood by most people. Like the languages that we humans use to communicate among ourselves, computers also have their own languages. These languages are called programming languages, which a software engineer uses to make softwares. Some of the most popular programming languages being used today like Python and Java are used in all spheres of technology like making websites, games, in data science, artificial intelligence, etc. All these modern-day languages are child of Simula, a programming language that was developed by Norwegian scientists, Kristen Nygaard and Ole Johan Dahl in 1962. Even though Simula was developed for programming microchips, the concepts within the language laid the foundation for all modern languages. These concepts were later collated to be called Object-Oriented Programming, or OOPS. Number 9. Dynabeads. Dynabeads is another invention from Norway, which finds its application in a vast sphere of our society yet remains hidden from us. Dynabeads are super paramagnetic spherical polymer particles with a uniform size and a consistent, defined surface for the adsorption or coupling of various bioreactive molecules or cells. Dynabeads were developed by Norwegian chemical engineer John Ugelstad in 1976 at the University of Trondheim, Norway. With its immense potential use case, Dynabeads transformed the whole chemical, biochemical and medical industry. Today, Dynabeads are being used in stem cell technology, cancer treatment, and many more revolutionary future technologies. Number 10. Coil gun. A coil gun is a projectile accelerator which comprises of multiple coils, which are used as electromagnets to accelerate and push a ferromagnetic projectile. The first coil gun was invented by Norwegian scientist Christian Birkeland at the University of Kristiania. Even though it is believed that Birkeland had developed coin gun in 1845, it was patented way later in 1904. According to documented accounts, Birkeland accelerated a 500-gram projectile to a speed of 50 meters per second. Majorly, coil gun finds its application in military industry, but in 1975 NASA planned to create a coil gun big enough to send payloads as projectiles to space. The budget to create such a gun was enormous and hence the plan was dumped. What do you think? Did we miss something? Please let us know your feedback in the comment section. If you enjoyed our content and want to watch more, do like this video and subscribe to Qreus.